A local business owner is at her wit's end after being burglarized not once but 3 times in 1 week. And the crimes didn't stop at her shop. How you can help law enforcement catch the suspect straight ahead. Plus, some diners in Truckee got a visit from an animal you might not want to give your leftovers to. See which local restaurant this bear stopped at tonight. The full video coming up. Jacqueline?
Well, heavy storms are headed our way this week. I'll have all the details on what you can expect, including some flooding concerns in your Weather Authority forecast. News 4 at 11 starts right now.
You're watching News 4 at 11 on your side.
Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight at 11. I'm Olivia DeGennaro. 3 men are behind bars on multiple felony offenses after authorities busted a mobile methamphetamine lab on Friday night. They say these 3 men, Jonathan Denning, Jeremy Fogelson, and Frazier Young, were arrested just before midnight. Street enforcement teams say they were patrolling the 1800 block of North Edmonds Drive in Carson City looking for potential drug offenses. That's when they saw a vehicle stopped for several minutes. They searched the car and discovered a meth lab. All 3 men are in the Carson City jail, each on $40,000 bail. Well, some small business owners are on high alert after a string of burglaries in West Reno. News 4's Diane Tao tells us why this case may be linked to break-ins at another nearby local business, The Nest, just last week.
Everything was dark and my stomach dropped.
Rose says she just wants the thief caught so no one else has to go through this pain. In Reno, Diane Tao.
Thank you, Diane. Well, the sun peaked out over much of northern Nevada today, and it sounds like we have a sunny Sunday on tap as well, but you might want to soak in the sun while it lasts. Let's check in with meteorologist Jacqueline Shearer for a first look at your Weather Authority forecast. Jacqueline?
We are looking at some flooding concerns. I'll tell you all about it coming up in your full Weather Authority forecast.
All right, thank you, Jacqueline. President Trump has approved Governor Brian Sandoval's request for a major disaster declaration for areas of northern Nevada affected by January's flooding. Sandoval made the request February 9th, and Nevada senators and members of Congress sent a memo to the president shortly after, asking him to act quickly in approving the disaster declaration. The proclamation gives our region federal assistance to repair floods, damaged roads, and facilities. Sandoval's office adds the official damage estimate is just under $15 million. The governor released a statement this morning saying, quote, "The state has taken immediate action to begin road repairs and flood recovery across northern Nevada, but there's considerable work to be done. This declaration will add significant resources to our efforts, and we will continue to work with our federal partners to ensure these funds are used effectively to help Nevadans rebuild." And down in Southern California, a powerful storm left 2 people dead in its wake yesterday. Major flooding was reported throughout Los Angeles and the surrounding areas as several inches of rain fell over just a few hours. Roads and freeways were shut down from rushing floodwaters, piles of debris and landslides, and downed power lines. Utility crews reported more than 100,000 people without power. And incredible video here captured of a landslide the size of 3 football fields crashing down in the San Bernardino Mountains, taking with it trees and boulders into the valley below. The rain is expected to continue into next week. Professional soccer has officially arrived in northern Nevada. Reno 1868 FC hosted its MLS affiliate, the San Jose Earthquakes, in a friendly affair this afternoon. Julian Delgadio reports from Greater Nevada Field.
Coach Russell said going forward they want to focus more on their conditioning. Reporting here at Greater Nevada Field, I'm Julian Delgadio. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, thank you, Julian. And Reno 1868 will return to the field for its inaugural USL season opener against Sac Republic on March 11th. For ticket information, you can head to our website, mynews4.com. Aside from the 1868's first soccer match, a jam-packed day in sports will have Nevada basketball and baseball highlights, plus the North 4A basketball championships right after the break. Jacqueline.
Be mostly clear, so you're going to want to prepare for some storms headed our way. We're talking about flood impacts when we return. Stay with us. But as we move through, those temperatures get colder with the storms. And that's what we're talking about, 36 degrees for that high by Saturday.
Oh my goodness, I thought we were close to spring. And I feel like a broken record because I think the past couple Saturdays I keep saying soak up the sun while it lasts, because we get these beautiful sunny weekends and then more rain and more storms during the week.
But it's nice because with all of these impacts that we see from the rain and the snow, you have the weekends off to not just enjoy it, but also prepare, clean up from the last one, ahead of another one, and it's just kind of never-ending cycle right now.
And nice for the 1868 for their first match, but that is just a little bit of icing on the cake for everything that happened in sports today.
Yeah, that's just the tip of the iceberg today, for sure.
Thank you, Brenna. Well, straight ahead, I'll have the steak medium rare, and oh my goodness, what is that? We'll have the story behind this bear interrupting dinner at a Northern Nevada restaurant right after the break. Before we go tonight at 11, fair warning, this next video is unbearably adorable. Check out the view for some diners at the Cottonwood restaurant in Truckee Friday night. Apparently, they weren't the only ones trying to enjoy a nice dinner out. As you can see here, a brown bear came out from under the restaurant's deck. Certainly a surprise, as you can hear, for some of the people eating dinner there. Locals say this hungry female bear is actually a regular around that restaurant, and she's expecting, so she's eating for two.
I love bears.
I guess we'll cut her a break. She's probably super hungry.
Yeah.
Especially depending on how far along she is. You do not mess with a pregnant
don't want
woman.
to say no to a pregnant woman. You definitely don't want to say no to a pregnant bear. Take whatever you want.
Can you imagine seeing that, though?
No, I've never seen a bear, but someday I hope to.
Thanks for joining us. Saturday Night Live is next.